All right. Happy Friday. Guys, I don't know if you've been as busy as me, but we made it. I actually missed y'all. Like it's been about like 3 days, something like that. Anyway, let's get into it. So, when I was younger, I want to say like mid-teens or whatever, my mom gave me like total freedom. Not like in a bad way, but for some reason I lived with a bunch of different families on purpose because I just wanted to experience different cultures or whatever. And I lived with this Irish Italian family, and the woman, they were already older, like 75 when I moved in. The woman was this little tiny hobbit like lady. She was Italian from Sicily, and the husband was Irish, right? Now, um, anyway, she was like the most traditional person, I swear. Like the traditional image of what people will think a wife is supposed to be like. She like raised like I want to say like 4 kids. Um, she used to be a school teacher. She cooked every day from scratch, and I mean when I say she cooked, like she had a entire spread like every single day. It was ridiculosity, right? And she would cook like hard dishes to make from her country. Like if you're Italian, shout out to my Italians out there. She would make bracioli from scratch, and if anybody knows what bracioli is, if you don't, look it up. It is, as a cook myself, because I cook very well, that's a hard dish to make from scratch. It's just hard. It's just a intricate dish. Anyway, she would make it all the time because she thought he liked it. And when they got into their like 90s, like late 90s together, because they were both like the same age. When they got into like their late 90s, like 95, 97 ish, her name was Marion. She died, right? She died first, which is kind of fucked up. I mean, to me, because if anything, he was a total asshole. He never really appreciated her. He just came downstairs to eat. I know he used to cheat when they were younger. Um, I won't go into that, but either way, she died, right? And she had like a beautiful house. The house was beautiful, honestly, and it was filled with so many like amazing, odd, antique things, right? And it always just had like the most wholesome like vibe to it. However, when I came to visit after Marion died, he was just like sitting there, and the house looked and felt so dead and like empty and dark, even though it was always very light. You know what I'm saying? Even with the same items in it, all the material things were still in it, but Marion wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And I quickly realized she was the light in that house. Do you know what I'm saying? She was a light in that house. And I'm sorry, the noise from the windows bothering me. I might walk with y'all and close it. But Marion was a light in that house. And when she was gone, all their kids would be like fighting and stuff, even though they were grown. But they were fighting. They even fought over her ashes. One of the kids stole her ashes, and no one to this day knows which one of them it is. But whenever I would visit him, and I visited only a few times, he wasn't eating bracioli, okay? He was eating, I guess it's an Irish form of cereal where you just make some buttered toast and you put it down in a warm bowl of milk and eat it. That's all he would eat, right? Here's my point. When I asked him, I said, did you ever, I said, what about bracioli? You still like bracioli? And he goes, oh, I never liked that anyway. And it really pissed me off because I used to help her make the food, and I saw how hard she worked on this intricate dish, right? But I think he was bullshitting. I know he was bullshitting. He acted like he never liked it. Why? Because He felt like shit. He knew he was living like shit. He wasn't eating anything anymore. He wasn't doing anything anymore except for sitting on the couch and drinking whiskey and withering away, waiting to die. Now, why is that? Instead of going on with your life and living a good life, because he was never a good person. Marion was the good person. Marion was the light in his house. Marion was the light in his life. Marion was the light of that entire family. And he did not want to admit that he didn't appreciate her. He underappreciated what he had for decades. And when it was gone, he didn't want to come to the, realization, which I know he did, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't want to admit that he was now withering away without her. Does that sound familiar? See, Marion was his shining light, his angel, you know what I'm saying? Much like you guys were, and myself included, to that narcissist. See, the narcissist got so used to you doing everything right, doing all the good things, maybe cooking something that they really like all the time, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I did. I'm just naming what I did. Cooking from scratch. Maybe giving them a massage. Being there as a best friend. I used to consider this person my best friend. You know what I mean? Being there for them emotionally, a lot of times financially, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Just being there. Being there and being a bright, shining light in their life. So much so that a lot of times what narcs do is they'll get so used to you being that light that they think that they're the light. And they think that theirs shines brighter than yours. So they deuce out thinking that they're going to light up their own pathway, only to find out that without you, it is dark. Right? Yeah. So what they basically did is they lost the winning lotto ticket, the Lucky Charm. Can you imagine? See, when they left you, or they did the reverse discard, which makes you have to leave them because they're being so egregious and gross, right? Then they think they're going to go off with their little backpacks or whatever the fuck they took. More than likely a backpack. We all know about the backpack. We ain't going to talk about it, right? They go off with that shit thinking like, I got everything in the bag, quite literally in my backpack, right? And I'm going to make it because I'm the star of the show. Only to learn that their night sky has no stars in it. You were the only one shining bright star in their entire life. And they snuffed it out. Now what? Can't go back. You burnt that bridge behind you. Can't swim because you done hurt so many people while burning that bridge. That's an alligator infested moat. So you can't get in the water. You can't go back. And they're butthurt about that shit because what they did was they took you, the winning lottery ticket, and they looked at that lottery ticket and they said, these numbers probably won't win anyway. Crumble, trash, Kobe, right? And then as soon as they got home and sat down and turned on the telly, click, every single number that was on your ticket popped up for billions of dollars. And they're like, oh my God, I cannot believe no way. There's no way that ticket was worth something. I could swear those numbers seemed like they sucked. And then they have all these other tickets, which equal new supply, because they have a bunch of them, right? I bought all these other tickets that I thought the numbers looked really good. But you telling me the whole time I was actually sitting on the winning ticket and I threw that shit in the trash? What the fuck? That's why they're mad at you. That's why they hate you. They hate you not because of what you did. Now, everybody's flawed. I mean, come on, right? We're human, so to speak, right? Everybody's flawed, but they underestimated your value. You know what I'm saying? And they hate you because as soon as they were out of your life, however they exited or you did or whatever, does not matter. All of a sudden, they saw your value going up. So they think it was going up, but it was already sky high. You know, just like I told you in other videos, as soon as they left, I bet you got the new car. I bet you got the new house. I bet you got the new job. I bet you got the new apartment. I bet you got that dog or cat you always wanted. I bet you went on vacation when you never could. I bet everything started coming together nicely. And once they saw that it was coming together nicely without their ass, they were pissed. And their only motive in life after that was to destroy you. But destroying you isn't going, they think it's going to erase the reality that there's some shit, that they were the trash the whole time, that they never had batteries in their flashlight. You were the batteries and the flashlight, right? And as soon as their life goes dark, they're like, oh, I gotta destroy this person because there can be no evidence that I threw this winning lotto ticket in the trash and took fool's gold in its place, right? A fucking chain that's gold plated and I threw away a bag of diamonds in the trash. Like, no one can know I'm that stupid. Let me destroy this thing, which is you, right? Because you're not a person, you're a thing to them. Let me destroy this thing, and then there'll be no evidence that I am an idiot who fucking threw away the bag. The bag being a bag of money, which is you, right? A bag of valuable things, which is you. There's no way anybody can know that. So what do? They start stalking you. They start trying to fuck with your bank accounts. They start shitting on your social media. They start doing a lot of things. The smear campaign is wild as fuck, right? Wilder than where the wild things are out this bitch. Like, the library need to write a book, and y'all need to write a book about that. That's where the wild things are, right? Yeah, but guess what? Even if they were able to destroy your body, guess what, fool? You can't destroy energy, bitch. You can't destroy energy. You can't destroy energy. I'm always going to shine, okay? And even if I wasn't physically here on the planet, the narc, it's like, dude, you're still a piece of shit that you have to live with. They're gonna always, he or she, whoever they were, are gonna always be forever haunted. Not sleeping, drinking too much, fucking too much, whatever they're doing, drugging too much. You know what I'm saying? To try to forget about the fact that they didn't just drop the bag. They threw that winning lotto ticket in the trash on purpose. And then found out that that shit won and had all the winning numbers on it. That's why they're disgusted with you. Because they're really disgusted with themselves. That guy that was married to my friend Marion who died, his ass hates every birthday he has. Every birthday. Because he hates the fact that he woke up another year. Because he knows for a fact that he has to forever live with the fact that he threw away a winning lotto ticket. You know, and them, it's so ridiculous too, because them being mad at you when they left you or forced you to have to leave them, the absurdity in it, it's so absurd because that is equivalent to me in my mind, here's a metaphor for you, of buying a gun to shoot someone. That would be them buying a gun to shoot you, right? And instead of shooting you, they go, you know what? And they woke up one day and say, you know what? I think it's a good idea to shoot myself in the foot. Bah! Ah! And then wanting to come and kill you because now they walk with a limp for the rest of their life. Bitch, you walk with a limp because you shot yourself in the foot. No one told you to do that. No one told you to do that shit. You told you to do that shit, and you're the only one to blame. Now you stalking me. Quick story. I just went on I was going to do a video about the narcissist in social media or whatever. And I found that when I went on TikTok, he had made a TikTok under my name, but with his last name, as if we were still married, and then followed me on TikTok. Stupid. Stupid shit like that. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know, yeah, you're going to keep elevating, keep shining, bright like a diamond. Fuck it. Listen to that song by Rihanna if you want to today and just feel yourself. Not literally, you know, like don't masturbate or anything, but unless you want to, I mean, you rock, so why not? Anyway, so yeah, but you know, and please, we're not babies. We don't have no fucking soft spot. At least not for the narcissist, right? The narcissist is a biatch, a fucking can't grow up Toys R Us ass kid. Anyway, love y'all, and happy holiday weekend. Bye.